எப்பொருள் யார் யார்வாய் கேட்பினும் அப்பொருள் மெய்ப்பொருள் காண்பது அறிவு.
தொழுவராடு தாசிரி சாவடிடு ஒலி மடலா கொடியடிட்டு துழுவனாடு தாசிரி சாவடிடு ஒலி மடலா கொடியடிட்டு పింగార సింగారమల్ తొందు జోగుడు ఓ కొనుడు మాయుడే సిరి పింగార సింగారమల్ తొందు జోగుడు ఓ కొనుడు మాయుడే సిరి డెన్నాన 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 డెన్నాయే.
Tulunadu, or the land of Tuluvas, is the precise cultural location where our university, the Central University of Kerala, is situated. Tulu, one of the oldest Dravidian languages, is the mother tongue of most of the natives of northern Kasaragod. Tulunadu is endowed with a very vibrant oral cultural tradition, folk art forms, literature, music, dance and theatre. Tulu language awaits its inclusion in the 8th schedule of the Constitution so that Tulu language also can enjoy the status as one of the official languages of the Indian Republic. The Central University of Kerala, headquartered in the Periya village of Kasaragod district, was established by the Central Universities Act 2009, enacted by the Parliament of the Republic of India. The Central Universities Act 2009 came into force on 15th January 2009. Following this act, the Central University of Kerala started its academic journey on 2nd March 2009 with Professor Jansi James assuming the charge as the first Vice Chancellor. Our sprawling 380-acre main campus is known as Tejaswini Hills. Along with the Periya main campus, Central University of Kerala has got 2 more campuses, Capital Center Thiruvananthapuram and the Tiruvalla Center.
केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय प्रशासन पिरामिड। यह केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय का वर्तमान प्रशासन पिरामिड है। आगंतुक के रूप में भारत की वर्तमान महामहिम द्रौपदी मुर्मू, प्रोफेसर केसी बाइजू माननीय प्रभारी कुलपति, डॉक्टर मुरलीधरन नंबियार कुल सचिव, परीक्षा नियंत्रक एवं वित्त अधिकारी डॉक्टर जयप्रकाश आर।
I am happy to inform you all of that the 7th Convocation of the Central University of Kerala is scheduled to be held on 11th March 2024. The chief guest of the convocation is His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose IAS, the Governor of West Bengal. On this auspicious occasion, we feel very happy to host him. On this 7th convocation, 58 PhD degrees, 843 postgraduate degrees, 40 Bachelor of Arts degrees and 16 diploma certificates will be conferred on students who have successfully completed their research and academic programs during the academic year 2023-24. Moreover, the chief guest will give away the following degrees in person on the dais: 5 PhD degrees, 4 postgraduate degrees and 1 undergraduate degree.
डॉक्टर B.R. अंबेडकर भवन। हाल ही में एक और सुविधा के रूप में डॉक्टर B.R. अंबेडकर भवन का उद्घाटन 22 फरवरी 2024 को माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी द्वारा आभासी पटल पर किया गया, जो केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय के प्रशासनिक ब्लॉक के रूप में कार्य करेगा। भारत सरकार के शिक्षा मंत्रालय के उच्च शिक्षा अनुदान एजेंसी के वित्तीय सहायता से 38.16 करोड़ रुपए के बजट द्वारा डॉक्टर B.R. अंबेडकर भवन का निर्माण हुआ। इसका कुल विस्तार 68,200 वर्ग फुट है और इस भवन में विश्वविद्यालय के सभी प्रमुख प्रशासनिक कार्यालय होंगे। स्वास्थ्य और चिकित्सा सेवाओं के लिए अरावली केंद्र। सीयू केरल परिवार की प्राथमिक चिकित्सा आवश्यकताओं के लिए कैंपस में स्वास्थ्य और चिकित्सा सेवाओं के लिए अरावली केंद्र स्थापित किया गया है, जिसमें आंतरिक रोगी और बाह्य रोगी उपचार के साथ 2 पूर्णकालिक डॉक्टर, 1 सलाहकार मनोवैज्ञानिक, नर्स, फार्मेसी, 24 घंटे की एम्बुलेंस सेवा, वेंटिलेटर जैसी सभी सुविधाएं उपलब्ध हैं। कासरगोड बोटैनिकल गार्डन एवं रिसर्च सेंटर। कासरगोड बोटैनिकल गार्डन एवं रिसर्च सेंटर सीयू केरल के वनस्पति विज्ञान विभाग द्वारा संचालित हरित कैंपस पहल है। कासरगोड बोटैनिकल गार्डन रिसर्च सेंटर का लक्ष्य देश में एक उत्कृष्ट वनस्पति उद्यान विकसित करना है, जो पौधों की विविधता, संरक्षण और संबद्ध अनुसंधान के लिए उपजाऊ जमीन प्रदान करता है। औषधीय पौधों के अध्ययन के साथ साथ पौधों की विविधता, वर्गीकरण और आर्थिक महत्व का अध्ययन करने के लिए छात्रों और विद्वानों के लिए एक अच्छा वनस्पति उद्यान अनिवार्य है। वर्तमान में हमारे मुख्य परिसर में स्थित कासरगोड बोटैनिकल गार्डन एवं अनुसंधान केंद्र में कुछ घटक जैसे आर्बोरियम, औषधीय पौधों का उद्यान, पारंपरिक और जंगली खाद्य पौधों का उद्यान और बैम्बसीतम विकसित किए गए हैं। शिशु पालन केंद्र। कामकाजी माता पिता के लिए मानसिक रूप से स्वस्थ और आरामदायक कार्यस्थल प्रदान करने के लिए सीयू केरल ने मुख्य परिसर में एक शिशु पालन केंद्र खोला है। पयस्विनी सभागार में शिशु पालन केंद्र अत्यंत विशाल क्षेत्र में बच्चों के लिए अनुकूल, सुरक्षित एवं स्वच्छ माहौल प्रदान करता है। शिशु पालन केंद्र में बच्चों को सभी शैक्षणिक एवं मनोरंजक सहायता प्रणाली जैसे प्रशिक्षित शिक्षक, अभीक्षक और खिलौने आदि प्रदान किए जाते हैं। प्रोफेसर वेंकटेश्वरलू के सूक्ष्म प्रबंधन क्षमता और विश्वविद्यालय के प्रत्येक मानव संसाधन की पहचान करने में उनके कौशल की ही देन है कि अक्टूबर 2022 में आयोजित नैक प्रमाणन के दूसरे चक्र में केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय को प्रतिष्ठित A ग्रेड प्राप्त हुआ। विश्वविद्यालय आपके योगदान के लिए सदा आभारी रहेगा। यह ग्रेड हम आपको समर्पित करते हैं। खेलकूद, कला गतिविधियां एवं सांस्कृतिक संग्रहालय। केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय के छात्र और कर्मचारी खेलकूद, कला एवं सांस्कृतिक गतिविधियों में सदैव अग्रिम पंक्ति में रहते हैं। हाल ही में आयोजित साउथ इंडियन इंटर यूनिवर्सिटी प्रतियोगिता में केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय ने 4था स्थान हासिल किया। हमारी नाटक टीम ने प्रथम स्थान प्राप्त किया। स्पॉट फोटोग्राफी में भी हमने पहला स्थान हासिल किया। छात्र यहाँ नाटक, प्रदर्शन, संगीत, बैंड आदि सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रमों के साथ खुशनुमा शामों का आनंद लेते हैं।
My name is Untibile Amantlamponi. I am from Botswana. Ke moithuti mo sekolong sa Central University of Kerala. Batho ba kwano bang kamogetse ba lorato.
अध्ययन पीठ एवं विभाग। 12 अध्ययन पीठों के तहत 27 विभागों के माध्यम से केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय अपना शिक्षण और अनुसंधान कार्यक्रम चलाता है। हमारे विभाग इस प्रकार हैं: अंग्रेजी और तुलनात्मक साहित्य विभाग, अर्थशास्त्र विभाग, जैव रसायन और आणविक जीव विज्ञान विभाग, प्राणी शास्त्र विभाग, जीनोमिक विज्ञान विभाग,
كنت زمانی که به افغانستان بودم از طریق برنامه ICCR باعث شد یک اپورتونیتی یا فرصت دیگری آمد که بیام به هندوستان.
भौतिक विज्ञान विभाग, कंप्यूटर विज्ञान विभाग, हिंदी विभाग, गणित विभाग, वनस्पति शास्त्र विभाग,
ስመይ ሎዋም ጊላዝኪ ይበሃል ካብ ኤርትራ የመጽ ተማሃሪት ናይ ማስተርስ ዲግሪ ሰንትራል ዩኒቨርሲቲ ኦፍ ኬርላ ጽቡቕ ቤት ትምህርቲ እዩ ክትመርጾ ደለካ ቤት ትምህርቲ እዩ ምክንያቱ ካብ ተፈላለየ ናይ ህንዲ ስቴትስ ድመጹ ተማሃሮ እዮም ድመጽዎ
रसायन शास्त्र विभाग, पर्यावरण विज्ञान विभाग, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय संबंध एवं राजनीति विभाग, भाषा विज्ञान विभाग, समाज कार्य विभाग, शिक्षा विभाग, कानून विभाग, मलयालम विभाग, सार्वजनिक स्वास्थ्य एवं सामुदायिक चिकित्सा विभाग, लोक प्रशासन एवं नीति अध्ययन विभाग, भूशास्त्र विभाग, योग विभाग, बीए अंतर्राष्ट्रीय संबंध विभाग, प्रबंधन अध्ययन विभाग, वाणिज्य एवं अंतर्राष्ट्रीय व्यापार विभाग, पर्यटन अध्ययन विभाग, कन्नड़ विभाग, मूक अथवा व्यापक मुक्त ऑनलाइन पाठ्यक्रम, विश्व स्तरीय स्नातक, स्नातकोत्तर और अनुसंधान कार्यक्रम उपलब्ध कराने के साथ साथ केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय गुणवत्ता सुनिश्चित ऑनलाइन शैक्षणिक कार्यक्रम प्रदान करने में भी अग्रणी है। वर्तमान में हमारा विश्वविद्यालय भारत सरकार के शिक्षा विभाग के स्वयं प्लेटफॉर्म पर 7 व्यापक मुक्त ऑनलाइन पाठ्यक्रम उपलब्ध कराता है। हमारे मूक कार्यक्रमों में फिल्म अध्ययन, शेक्सपियर अक्रॉस कल्चर्स, बायोमास वर्गीकरण, भौतिक विज्ञान का पाठ्यक्रम और शिक्षा शास्त्र, उच्च शिक्षा के लिए पाठ्यक्रम शिक्षा शास्त्र और मूल्यांकन, जीवन कौशल, नैनो साइंस और नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी आदि काफी लोकप्रिय हैं। अब तक हमारे मूक कार्यक्रमों में 24,000 से अधिक विद्यार्थी नामांकित हैं। कैंपस में उपलब्ध सुविधाएं: विश्वविद्यालय के सभी हितधारकों के लिए मुफ्त शटल बस सेवा, साइकिलें, ई स्कूटरें, ई बग्गियां, कैंटीन, कैफेटेरिया और छात्रों हेतु सुंदर स्थल, शुद्ध पेयजल, मुफ्त वाईफाई जैसी आवश्यक सुविधाएं प्रदान की जाती हैं। हॉस्टल, फैकल्टी क्वार्टर एवं अतिथि गृह। वर्तमान में हमारे मुख्य परिसर में कुल 5 लड़कियों के हॉस्टल हैं। वे हैं कबनी, नीला, पंबा 1, पंबा 2 और मधुवाहिनी। लड़कियों के लिए एक और छात्रावास का निर्माण पूरा होने वाला है। इन हॉस्टलों में 1060 लड़कियों के रहने की सुविधा है। हमारे मुख्य परिसर में 3 लड़कों के छात्रावास हैं, पेरियार, नेयर और अमरावती। अब एक और नया छात्रावास भवन लड़कों के लिए बनाया जा रहा है। लड़कों के छात्रावास की आवासीय क्षमता 925 है। ये सभी छात्रावास अत्याधुनिक सुख सुविधाओं से परिपूर्ण है। नीलगिरी अतिथि गृह। विश्वविद्यालय का नीलगिरी अतिथि गृह वास्तुशिल्प का सुंदर नमूना है। नीलगिरी अतिथि गृह में सभी आधुनिक सुविधाएं हैं, जैसे पूरी तरह से सुसज्जित वातानुकूलित कमरे, रीडिंग कॉर्नर, नवीनतम तकनीकी के साथ कॉन्फ्रेंस कक्ष, डाइनिंग हॉल, एक सुंदर एवं भव्य विश्रामालय के साथ एक खुला मनोरंजन क्षेत्र। हमारे नवनिर्मित एवं हाल ही में उद्घाटन किए गए विशाल फैकल्टी क्वार्टर 2 ब्लॉकों में बने हैं, जिसमें 40 क्वार्टरें हैं। विश्वविद्यालय पुस्तकालय। केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय के पुस्तकालय में कला, मानविकी, विज्ञान और सामाजिक विज्ञान में अध्ययन संसाधनों का एक उत्कृष्ट संग्रह है। जानकारी एकत्रित, व्यवस्थित, संरक्षित और प्रसारित करने एवं ऑनलाइन सूचना संसाधनों सहित आवश्यकता आधारित सेवाएं प्रदान करके हमारा पुस्तकालय छात्रों, शोधार्थियों और संकाय सदस्यों के शोध कार्य एवं अकादमिक लेखन में सहयोग देता है। पुस्तकों का कुल संग्रह 60,648 और 632 विशेष बेल संग्रह हैं। विश्वविद्यालय प्रतीक चिन्ह। केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय का प्रतीक चिन्ह विश्व प्रसिद्ध मूर्तिकार श्री कानाई कुन्नीरामन द्वारा निर्मित किया गया है, जो कासरगोड के निवासी हैं। केरल के उत्तरी मलबार क्षेत्र में व्यापक रूप से प्रचलित लोकप्रिय अनुष्ठानिक प्रदर्शन तेय्यम का कलात्मक प्रतिनिधित्व है यह प्रतीक चिन्ह।
The Central University of Kerala Art Gallery and Museum. An art gallery or museum is not mere spaces housing collections. It embodies the cultural heritage of the society. Situated within the Central University of Kerala, nestled in a district rich with traditions like Theyyam and Yakshagana, our art gallery stands as a testament to the convergence of 7 languages. The gallery showcases thematic exhibitions on Theyyam, Yakshagana, Kathakali, and various folk and classic dance forms, alongside paintings ranging from murals to Wali and Madhubani. Modern and abstract artworks offer insights into societal issues. Serving as a cultural hub, the museum illuminates Kerala's heritage with a special focus on Kasaragod district's rich cultural tapestry.
करुण मदिमाल सुर्पदनाडु तारे बारे पलदिंजी करुण मदिमाल सुर्पदनाडु डेन्नाना 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 डेन्नानाये डेन्नाना 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 डेन्नानाये पच्चे पजिरड गुड्डे सीमेड नलिपु नडकिद नडावरी पच्चे पजिरड गुड्डे
We should take this opportunity to thank Dr. Velikil Raghavan Associate Professor, Department of English and Comparative Literature. Dr. Supriya P., Assistant Professor, Department of Hindi, Central University of Kerala, and Mr. Justin, who has given the editorial assistance in the scripting of the video, and the videography. That was indeed a visual and an auditory treat. Kudos to Dr. Raghavan, Dr. Supriya, and Mr. Justin, and the media and publicity wing of Central University of Kerala, headed by Mr. Sujit. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly bear with us for the delay. We'll begin the program as early as possible. For your information, water points are arranged at various corners of this hall. Please make use of the facility. I also request all the candidates receiving their degrees here today and the accompanying parents to get into the hall and remain seated. Kindly bear with us for the delay. We'll begin the program as early as possible.
പാർക്കിംഗ് ഗ്രൗണ്ടിലേക്ക് പാർക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി 54K 54K 1011 അന്ന് അപ്പുറത്ത് അപ്പുറത്തെവിടെയും പാർക്കിംഗ് ഗ്രൗണ്ടിലിട്ടാ അങ്ങേ സൈഡിലെവിടെയെങ്കിലും പാർക്കിംഗ് ഗ്രൗണ്ടിലിട്ടാ
Today, we are celebrating the 7th Convocation ceremony of the Central University of Kerala. The esteemed chief guest of today's ceremony is Shri Ananda Bose, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal. A Malayali by birth, Shri Ananda Bose is a distinguished personality with a remarkable career in the administrative services and has held pivotal positions in the government. He has been a catalyst for positive change and a driving force in shaping the socio-economic landscape of the region. His passion for education and empowerment aligns seamlessly with the values upheld by the Central University of Kerala. His presence here today reflects the significance and grandeur of this occasion. We are honored to have him in our midst today. Dr. C.M. Ravindran, the Honorable Vice-Chancellor, University of North Bengal, and his better half are gracing the occasion with their presence. The Honorable Vice-Chancellor of the Central University of Kerala, Professor K.C. Baiju, will deliver the welcome address, officiating as the Honorable Chancellor. Dr. Jayaprakash R., Controller of Examinations, Central University of Kerala, will propose the vote of thanks. 765 students are receiving the degrees in person here at this ceremony and 192 in absentia. Dear graduates, today marks the culmination of your academic journey and the beginning of a new chapter in your lives. As you stand on the threshold of the future, equipped with knowledge and experiences gained here, remember that you are not just recipients of degrees, but torchbearers of change. The education you have received here at the Central University of Kerala has not only equipped you with academic excellence, but has also instilled in you the values of critical thinking, emotional maturity, and social commitment. As you embark on your respective paths, carry these values with you and let them guide you towards making a positive impact on the world. We are repeating the instructions to the candidates while receiving their degrees. Kindly note the same. We will be proceeding alphabetically. I will now read out the names of schools in the alphabetical order. School of Biological Sciences, followed by School of Business Studies, the School of Earth Science Systems, the School of Economics, the School of Education, School of Global Studies, School of Languages and Comparative Literature, School of Legal Studies, the School of Medicine and Public Health, School of Physical Sciences, and the School of Social Sciences. So as we call out the names of the schools, the candidates belonging to the respective school will have to stand up and remain standing, holding out their hands. We repeat, as we call out the names of the schools, the candidates belonging to the respective schools shall stand up and remain standing, holding out their hands, while the dean is presenting them and the chancellor is admitting them to their respective degrees. So kindly note the same. We will be proceeding alphabetically, beginning with the School of Biological Sciences, followed by the School of Business Studies, the School of Earth Science Systems, the School of Economics, the School of Education, School of Global Studies, School of Languages and Comparative Literature, School of Legal Studies, School of Medicine and Public Health, School of Physical Sciences, and School of Social Sciences. And as we call out the names of the schools, the candidates belonging to the respective school will have to stand up and remain standing, holding out their hands, while the dean of their school is presenting them and the chancellor is admitting them to their respective degrees.
We will begin the program in a short while. I request each and every one of you to remain seated. Kindly remain seated in your designated areas, except the officials of CU Kerala who are attending the academic procession. All others, including the student volunteers, are requested to remain seated. Only the deans and other officials of the Central University of Kerala who are joining the academic procession are requested to remain standing at the rear end of the hall. All others, please occupy your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your kind cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly occupy your seats and clear the passage for the Honorable Governor and the academic procession to proceed. Kindly occupy your seats and clear the passage. Even the student volunteers are requested to occupy your seats. Thank you.
எப்பொருள் யார் யார்வாய் கேட்பினும் அப்பொருள் மெய்ப்பொருள் காண்பது அறிவு.
జోగుడు ఓ కొనుడు మాయుడే సిరి బింగార సింగారమల్తుందు జోగుడు ఓ కొనుడు మాయుడే సిరి డెన్నాన 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 డెన్నాయే.
Tulu Nadu, or the land of Tuluvas, is the precise cultural location where our university, the Central University of Kerala, is situated. Tulu, one of the oldest Dravidian languages, is the mother tongue of most of the natives of northern Kasaragod. Tulu Nadu is endowed with a very vibrant oral cultural tradition, folk art forms, literature, music, dance and theatre. Tulu language awaits its inclusion in the 8th schedule of the Constitution so that Tulu language also can enjoy the status as one of the official languages of the Indian Republic. The Central University of Kerala, headquartered in the Periya village of Kasaragod district, was established by the Central Universities Act 2009, enacted by the Parliament of the Republic of India. The Central Universities Act 2009 came into force on 15th January 2009. Following this act, the Central University of Kerala started its academic journey on 2nd March 2009 with Professor Jansi James assuming the charge as the first Vice Chancellor. Our sprawling 380-acre main campus is known as Tejaswini Hills. Along with the Periya main campus, Central University of Kerala has got 2 more campuses. Capital Center Thiruvananthapuram and the Tiruvalla Center.
केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय प्रशासन पिरामिड। यह केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय का वर्तमान प्रशासन पिरामिड है। आगंतुक के रूप में भारत की वर्तमान महामहिम द्रौपदी मुर्मू, प्रोफेसर केसी बाइजू माननीय प्रभारी कुलपति, डॉक्टर मुरलीधरन नंबियार कुल सचिव, परीक्षा नियंत्रक एवं वित्त अधिकारी डॉक्टर जयप्रकाश आर।
I am happy to inform you all of that the 7th Convocation of the Central University of Kerala is scheduled to be held on 11th March 2024. The chief guest of the convocation is His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anandabose IAS, the Governor of West Bengal. On this auspicious occasion, we feel very happy to host him. On this 7th convocation, 58 PhD degrees, 843 postgraduate degrees, 40 Bachelor of Arts degrees and 16 diploma certificates will be conferred on students who have successfully completed their research and academic programs during the academic year 2023-24. Moreover, the chief guest will give away the following degrees in person on the dais: 5 PhD degrees, 4 postgraduate degrees and 1 undergraduate degree.
डॉक्टर B.R. अम्बेडकर भवन। हाल ही में एक और सुविधा के रूप में डॉक्टर B.R. अम्बेडकर भवन का उद्घाटन 22 फरवरी 2024 को माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी द्वारा आभासी पटल पर किया गया, जो केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय के प्रशासनिक ब्लॉक के रूप में कार्य करेगा। भारत सरकार के शिक्षा मंत्रालय के उच्च शिक्षा अनुदान एजेंसी के वित्तीय सहायता से 38.16 करोड़ रुपए के बजट द्वारा डॉक्टर B.R. अम्बेडकर भवन का निर्माण हुआ। इसका कुल विस्तार 68,200 वर्ग फुट है और इस भवन में विश्वविद्यालय के सभी प्रमुख प्रशासनिक कार्यालय होंगे। स्वास्थ्य और चिकित्सा सेवाओं के लिए अरावली केंद्र। सीयू केरल परिवार की प्राथमिक चिकित्सा आवश्यकताओं के लिए कैंपस में स्वास्थ्य और चिकित्सा सेवाओं के लिए अरावली केंद्र स्थापित किया गया है, जिसमें आंतरिक रोगी और बाह्य रोगी उपचार के साथ 2 पूर्णकालिक डॉक्टर, 1 सलाहकार मनोवैज्ञानिक, नर्स, फार्मेसी, 24 घंटे की एम्बुलेंस सेवा, वेंटिलेटर जैसी सभी सुविधाएं उपलब्ध हैं। कासरगोड बोटैनिकल गार्डन एवं रिसर्च सेंटर। कासरगोड बोटैनिकल गार्डन एवं रिसर्च सेंटर सीयू केरल के वनस्पति विज्ञान विभाग द्वारा संचालित हरित कैंपस पहल है। कासरगोड बोटैनिकल गार्डन रिसर्च सेंटर का लक्ष्य देश में एक उत्कृष्ट वनस्पति उद्यान विकसित करना है, जो पौधों की विविधता, संरक्षण और संबद्ध अनुसंधान के लिए उपजाऊ जमीन प्रदान करता है। औषधीय पौधों के अध्ययन के साथ साथ पौधों की विविधता, वर्गीकरण और आर्थिक महत्व का अध्ययन करने के लिए छात्रों और विद्वानों के लिए एक अच्छा वनस्पति उद्यान अनिवार्य है। वर्तमान में हमारे मुख्य परिसर में स्थित कासरगोड बोटैनिकल गार्डन एवं अनुसंधान केंद्र में कुछ घटक जैसे आर्बोरियम, औषधीय पौधों का उद्यान, पारंपरिक और जंगली खाद्य पौधों का उद्यान और बैम्बसीतम विकसित किए गए हैं। शिशु पालन केंद्र। कामकाजी माता पिता के लिए मानसिक रूप से स्वस्थ और आरामदायक कार्यस्थल प्रदान करने के लिए सीयू केरल ने मुख्य परिसर में एक शिशु पालन केंद्र खोला है। पयस्विनी सभागार में शिशु पालन केंद्र अत्यंत विशाल क्षेत्र में बच्चों के लिए अनुकूल, सुरक्षित एवं स्वच्छ माहौल प्रदान करता है। शिशुपालन केंद्र में बच्चों को सभी शैक्षणिक एवं मनोरंजक सहायता प्रणाली जैसे प्रशिक्षित शिक्षक, अभीक्षक और खिलौने आदि प्रदान किए जाते हैं। प्रोफेसर वेंकटेश्वरलू के सूक्ष्म प्रबंधन क्षमता और विश्वविद्यालय के प्रत्येक मानव संसाधन की पहचान करने में उनके कौशल की ही देन है कि अक्टूबर 2022 में आयोजित नैक प्रमाणन के दूसरे चक्र में केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय को प्रतिष्ठित ए ग्रेड प्राप्त हुआ। विश्वविद्यालय आपके योगदान के लिए सदा आभारी रहेगा। यह ग्रेड हम आपको समर्पित करते हैं। खेलकूद, कला गतिविधियां एवं सांस्कृतिक संग्रहालय। केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय के छात्र और कर्मचारी खेलकूद, कला एवं सांस्कृतिक गतिविधियों में सदैव अग्रिम पंक्ति में रहते हैं। हाल ही में आयोजित साउथ इंडियन इंटर यूनिवर्सिटी प्रतियोगिता में केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय
The members of the Academic Council, Finance Committee, Executive Council and the University Court are requested to assemble at the rear end of the hall to get ready for the academic procession marking the commencement of the 7th Convocation ceremony of the Central University of Kerala. I request the members of the Academic Council, the Finance Committee, the Executive Council and the University Court to assemble at the rear end of the hall and get ready for the academic procession. Thank you for your cooperation. The Governor's team, the Honorable Governor's team has crossed Kanyangat and he'll be reaching here very soon. I request each and every one of you to remain seated and clear the passage for the Honorable Governor and the academic procession to proceed to the stage. Kindly cooperate. I request each and every one of you to remain seated and clear the passage. Thank you. The members of the Academic Council, the Finance Committee, the Executive Council and the University Court are requested to proceed to the rear end of the hall to line up for the academic procession. I repeat, the members of the Academic Council, the Finance Committee, the Executive Council and the University Court are requested to proceed to the rear end of the hall to join the academic procession marking the commencement of the 7th Convocation ceremony of the Central University of Kerala. Thank you for your kind cooperation. The Honorable Governor's team will reach the venue in around 5 to 10 minutes. I request the audience to remain seated in your respective places. Thank you. The Honorable Governor's team is almost reaching Peria. We'll begin the program at the earliest. I request each and every one of you to remain seated and clear the passage. I hope the CUK officials, the members of the Academic Council, the Finance Committee, the Executive Council and the University Code and the deans representing the 12 schools of the Central University of Kerala are ready to join the academic procession. All the very best to you and also to the members of the band, the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya Kasaragod. The Honorable Governor's team has arrived at the main gate of the Central University of Kerala. We'll begin the program in a short while. I hope all the members of the CU Kerala community who are joining the academic procession are ready, and also the members of the band team, the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya Kasaragod. We'll begin the program in a short while. Thank you. The Honorable Governor and his entourage have almost reached the venue. We'll begin the program in a short while. The Honorable Governor and his entourage have almost reached the venue. The Honorable Governor of West Bengal, the chief guest of the day, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, is arriving at the venue. I request each and every one of you to remain seated. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly remain seated. The Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, is arriving at the venue. Kindly remain seated. We'll begin the program in a short while. Our esteemed chief guest, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, IAS, has arrived at the venue to grace the 7th Convocation ceremony of the Central University of Kerala. The Honorable Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kerala, Professor K.C. Baiju, the Registrar, Dr. M. Muralidharan Nambiar, the Controller of Examinations, Dr. Jayaprakash R., and various officials of CU Kerala are receiving the Honorable Governor at the rear entrance. We feel privileged by the gracious presence of the Honorable Governor. The Honorable Governor will now proceed to the robing area. CU Kerala officials are robing the Honorable Governor in the ceremonial convocation shawl. I request each and every one of you to kindly remain seated. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly remain seated. Student volunteers are also requested to remain seated. The chief guest of the day, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, is now being robed in the ceremonial convocation shawl by the CU Kerala officials. Kindly remain seated and clear the passage for the academic procession to commence. the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, and the other distinguished guests, accompanied by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor K.C. Baiju, Deans of various schools, Registrar and Controller of Examinations, are now proceeding for a special photo session. Let me now request the officials of CU Kerala and the distinguished guests to fall in line for the academic procession of the 7th Convocation ceremony of the Central University of Kerala. The Controller of Examinations, Central University of Kerala, will lead the procession. The procession will be accompanied by the band played by the students of Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Kasaragod. The academic procession marking the commencement of the 7th Convocation ceremony of the Central University of Kerala begins.
माननीय गणमान्य अतिथिगण मंच पर पधार रहे हैं। केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय के परीक्षा नियंत्रक, अधिष्ठाता, छात्र कल्याण अधिष्ठाता, अकादमिक परिषद सदस्य, वित्त समिति सदस्य, कार्यकारी परिषद सदस्य व कोर्ट सदस्य, डॉक्टर मुरलीधरन नंबियार, कुल सचिव, केरल केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय, प्रोफेसर केसी बाइजू, माननीय प्रभारी कुलपति महोदय, माननीय सांसद सदस्य, डॉक्टर राजमोहन उन्नीतान, बंगाल के माननीय राज्यपाल डॉक्टर सीवी आनंद बोस मंच पर उपस्थित हैं। Kindly rise for the national anthem. The national anthem will be played.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, one and all. The Central University of Kerala Fraternity welcomes you to its 7th Convocation Ceremony 2023-24. May I invite the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kerala, Professor K.C. Baiju, to present the bouquet to the chief guest of the day, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose. May I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to deliver the welcome address.
Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, Dr. M. Muralidharan Nambiar, Registrar, Central University of Kerala, Dr. Jayaprakash, the Controller of Examinations, Dr. C.M. Ravindran, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of North Bengal, members of the Court, Executive Council, Finance Committee, and Academic Council, Deans, HODs, faculty members, non-teaching staff, elected representative LSG bodies, graduating students, parents, media persons, and the people of Kasaragod. Warm good morning to one and all. It is with infinite pleasure and pride that I stand before you today as the Vice Chancellor of Central University of Kerala on this momentous occasion of our 7th Convocation Ceremony, as we gather here to celebrate the academic achievements of our outstanding graduates. In our pursuit of excellence, the Central University of Kerala has always emphasized the importance of holistic education located in Tulunad, which is blessed with a rich tradition of oral culture, and headquartered at Periya, a village in Kasaragod, the northernmost district of Kerala. The Central University of Kerala has a commendable record of achievements in academic, co-curricular, extracurricular, and community extension fields. From a humble beginning in 2009, in a makeshift building with just 2 academic programs, the CU Kerala has grown to its present position of 27 departments organized under 12 schools of studies. Blessed by the confluence of academic prodigies, veteran administrators, and resourceful students, the university has been striding ahead with an enlightened, scientific, and humanitarian spirit true to our lofty vision of caring wisdom. The university has secured A grade in the 2nd cycle of NAC accreditation 2016-2022 and in the 11th rank in Outlook ICRA University Ranking 2022. It is ranked among the top 3 of newly established central universities. It was the first non-medical higher education institution in the country to extend the services of its faculty, students, and laboratories for the COVID-19 RT-PCR testing, proving its social commitment and outreach. Under the aegis of the Campus Development Committee, the campus has been transformed into a green, beautiful, energy-efficient, and eco-friendly one. Rainwater harvesting, sensor-based water taps, energy-efficient bulbs, bicycles, electric scooters, and e-buggies stand testimony to the natural resource and energy conservation measures of the university. At this juncture, I acknowledge the special thanks to Dr. Tony Grace for his immense contribution to the beautification of this campus. Our 163 faculty have strong academic credentials, having been trained in premier institutions inside and outside the country. Our faculty in the science, social sciences, humanities, and commerce streams have secured and successfully completed 300 odd major and minor research projects funded by various international, national, and regional agencies. The university has 18 patents to its credit. Apart from their academic and research achievements, our students have excelled in sports and arts activities. It has secured the 4th position in the recently held South Indian Inter-University Meet. The members of the administrative staff are also actively participating in arts and sports activities, apart from their routine administrative responsibilities. The university has launched a series of initiatives that bolster its image as a high-end teaching and research institution with an enlightened social and cultural face. Some of its recent initiatives include the instituting of distinguished lecture series featuring Nobel laureates, the transition to e-learning and e-governance, the setting up of the full-fledged Nilagiri Guest House, the Aravalli Center for Health and Medical Services, the augmentation of the library as the knowledge resource with a substantial print and digital resources, the implementation of NEP 2020, the launching of the integrated teacher education program, the implementation of Swachat scheme, the construction of 2 hostels, the unveiling of the Swami Vivekananda statute, the launching of Prerana with the objective of supporting and nurturing the creative, critical, and innovative abilities of students, and the inauguration of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Bhavan, the new administrative block by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, on 22nd February 2024. Let me enter my duty now. We are extremely honored to have Sri C.V. Ananda Bose, the Governor of West Bengal, as our chief guest on our 7th convocation ceremony. He is a man who has proved his mettle in various capacities as senior civil servant, housing expert, innovator, writer, columnist, and orator. He was the man behind the conception of materialization of the Kerala State Nirmidi Kendra, a pioneering organization initiated in 1989 for the practice and propagation of cost-effective and environment-friendly construction techniques. The recipient of several international and national awards, Dr. Ananda Bose initiatives have been lauded by international organizations such as the UN. The Central University of Kerala is truly honored by the gracious presence of such a luminary. On behalf of the Central University of Kerala community, I extend you, sir, a cordial welcome. Stated on the dais are the statutory officers of CU Kerala. I welcome the Registrar Central University of Kerala, Dr. M. Muralidharan Nambiar, and the Controller of Examinations and Finance Officer, Dr. Jay Prakash, to the ceremony. Sri C.M. Ravindran, IPS, retired, Vice Chancellor, currently Vice Chancellor of University of North Bengal, and his better half is arrived here in person to bless us on this auspicious occasion. I have great pleasure in welcoming you, sir. I also welcome the members of the University Court, Executive Council, Finance Committee, and Academic Council, deans of various schools who will be presenting the candidates for receiving their respective degrees, and the heads of the departments to this historic event. Next, the star participants of today's ceremony, our graduating students. 765 students will receive their degrees today in person under various streams: UG, PG Diploma, PG, and PhD, and 192 students in absentia. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. As you embark on this new journey, I encourage you to remain committed to the values of integrity, empathy, and inclusivity. Hearty welcome to you all. Behind every success, there are the concerted efforts of many. The unwavering support of the parents and families of the graduating students cannot go unremembered on this occasion. It is a moment of pride and joy for them too. I am extremely delighted to welcome you all this August ceremony. Equally commendable are the dedication and tireless efforts of the faculty and the administrative staff of the Central University of Kerala, who have played a crucial role in shaping the minds and intellectuals of our young graduates. I welcome each and every one of you. Next, I welcome the media persons and the local community of Kasaragod and the state who have turned up here to witness this ceremony. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We are beginning the proceedings of the 7th convocation ceremony. In the absence of the Honorable Chancellor, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kerala, will officiate as the Honorable Chancellor. May I now invite the Registrar, Central University of Kerala, Dr. M. Muralidharan Nambiar, to request the Honorable Chancellor to declare the 7th convocation ceremony of Central University of Kerala open.
I request the Honorable Chancellor to declare the 7th Convocation of the Central University of Kerala open.
I hereby declare the 7th Convocation of the Central University of Kerala open.
We will now proceed to the ceremony of conferment of degrees to the successful candidates. May I request the Honorable Chancellor to ask for the candidates presented.
Let the candidates be presented.
The deans of various schools will now present their candidates. The students of the respective schools will stand up, holding out their hands while the deans are presenting them and the Honorable Chancellor is admitting them to their respective degrees. Professor K. Arun Kumar, Dean, School of Biological Sciences. The candidates of the School of Biological Sciences may stand up.
Chancellor Sir, I present you 109 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Science under the School of Biological Sciences, which I pray to that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Professor Saji TV, School of Business Studies. The candidates of the School of Business Studies may stand up and hold out their hands.
Chancellor Sir, I present you 105 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Master of Business Administration, Master of Commerce, and MBA Tourism and Travel Management under the School of Business Studies, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Dr. Sijin Kumar A.V., School of Earth Science Systems. The candidates of the School of Earth Science Systems may stand up and hold out their hands.
Chancellor Sir, I present you 53 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Science under the School of Earth Science System, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Professor D. Swami Kannan, Dean, School of Economics. I request the candidates of the School of Economics to stand up and hold out their hands.
Chancellor Sir, I present you 32 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Arts under the School of Economics, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Professor Amrut G. Kumar, School of Education. I request the candidates of the School of Education to stand up and hold out their hands.
Chancellor Sir, I present you 32 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Education under the School of Education, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Professor K. J. Prasad, Dean, School of Global Studies. I request the candidates of the School of Global Studies to stand up and hold out their hands.
Chancellor Sir, I present you 49 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Arts and Bachelor of Arts under the School of Global Studies, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Professor Joseph Koipalli, Dean, School of Languages and Comparative Literature. I request the candidates of the School of Languages and Comparative Literature to stand up and hold out their hands.
Chancellor, sir, I present to you 143 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Arts, and PG Diploma under the School of Languages and Comparative Literature, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Professor J. Shankar K.I., Dean, School of Legal Studies. The candidates, School of Legal Studies, may now stand up and hold out their hands.
Chancellor, sir, I present you 17 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Law under the School of Legal Studies, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Professor Matthew George, Dean, School of Medicine and Public Health. The candidates, School of Medicine and Public Health, may now stand up and hold out their hands.
Chancellor, sir, I present you 37 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Master of Science in Yoga Therapy and Master of Public Health under the School of Medicine and Public Health, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Professor Vincent Matthew, Dean, School of Physical Sciences. The candidates, School of Physical Sciences, may now stand up holding out their hands.
Chancellor, sir, I present you 121 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Science under the School of Physical Sciences, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Professor M.R. Biju, the Dean, School of Social Sciences. The candidates of the School of Social Sciences may now stand up and hold out their hands.
Chancellor, sir, I present you 67 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Arts and Master of Social Work under the School of Social Sciences, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, I hereby admit all the candidates to their respective degrees, and I charge them that ever in their life and conversation they prove themselves worthy of the same.
The candidates may now be seated. Dr. Jay Prakash R., Controller of Examinations, Central University of Kerala, will now present the candidates in absentia.
Chancellor, sir, on behalf of the other 192 candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Science, Master of Arts, Master of Social Work, Master of Public Health, Master of Law, Master of Education, Bachelor of Arts have been permitted to receive their degree in absentia. I pray that they may now be admitted to their respective degrees in absentia.
Admitted.
Professor Muthukumar Muthuchami, the Dean Student Welfare, Central University of Kerala, will now present the candidates for receiving their degrees from the Honorable Governor on stage.
Sir, I present 5 research scholars, 4 postgraduate students, and 1 undergraduate student to receive their degrees from the Chief Guest, Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Anandabose, sir.
Now I request the Honorable Governor to award the degrees. I also request the candidates to receive their degrees from the Honorable Governor. First we have the PhD awardees. Umalata Kannod, PhD in Linguistics. Ms. Deepa A.V., PhD in Plant Science. Ms. Deepthi M., PhD in Genomic Science. Ms. Harshita K., PhD in Biochemistry. Ms. Sapna PC, PhD in English and Comparative Literature. Next we have the postgraduate students. Ms. Vismaya Vijayan, MSc Chemistry. Ms. Karto Krishna, MA International Relations and Political Science. Ms. Sonali Das, MSc Geology. Mr. Srihari V.S., Master of Law. Now we have one undergraduate student receiving the degree on stage, Ms. Basma K., BA International Relations.
Next, we proceed to the Special Endowment Awards, wherein gold medals will be conferred upon the highest achievers in commerce, management and mathematics. These endowments have been instituted by former Vice Chancellor, late Professor H. Venkateswarlu for the Department of Commerce and International Business and the Department of Management Studies, and Professor V. Wilfred for the Department of Mathematics. May I invite Honorable Governor Sri C.V. Anandabose to present the medals. I also invite the gold medalist to receive the award. Agila KV, Department of Commerce and International Business. Amada A.S., Department of Management Studies. Anusha K., Department of Mathematics. Congratulations to the degree awardees and the gold medalists. Thank you. Dean, Student Welfare for presenting the candidates and the Honorable Governor for awarding the degrees and presenting the medals. May I now invite Dr. M. Muralidharan Nambia, Registrar, Central University of Kerala, to obtain the signature of the Honorable Chancellor in the Convocation Register.
I have great pleasure in inviting the chief guest of the day, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, to deliver the convocation address.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor K.B. Baiju, respected Registrar, Dr. M. Muralidharan, respected Controller of Examinations, Dr. R. Jayaprakash, visiting Vice Chancellor of the North Bengal University, Sri C.M. Ravindran, revered deans, professors, teachers, and the very dear heroes and sheroes of the Central University of Kerala. It gives me immense pleasure to be here, to be the chief guest of this convocation function. As words were said in the Tintin Abbey lines, I also have personal memories of visiting this place. I started my career as the sub-collector of Kasaragod, and this falls within Kannur and Kasaragod. Therefore, as the poet said, 5 years have passed, 5 years have passed, 5 summers with the length of 5 long winters. For me, it's almost 40 years have passed since I left this place and I am coming back here. Certainly, there is a great nostalgic feeling in reaching here. I thank the Vice Chancellor for introducing me with so many nice words. I only wish my wife were also here to listen to those words. Thank you so much for the good words spoken about me. I am coming here for the first time, but I have visited this place many, many times. That is a paradoxical statement, I know. As Shakespeare said, thereby hangs a tale. You know, I could be introduced to every nook and corner of this campus. Long time back, the first Vice Chancellor of this university, my family friend, Dr. Jansi James. Now, she is a wife of one of my close friends, Sir James Joseph, who is a pioneer in setting up the Department of Higher Secondary Education in this state. She used to speak to us almost every day about finding land to this new university. She was briefed that this university should be located in a rural area so that the university becomes the center point of growth and development of that area. So she was searching and searching and searching. We used to help her in finding out locations in this place. Finally, the choice fell on this location. So I had the opportunity to get involved in the selection process. I also remember the Vice Chancellor Jansi's insistence on quality improvement of the academic life here. So she had held so many telephone interviews with scientists and professors in all over of Indian origin in various parts of the world. I'm very happy that effort has borne fruit, and today I'm able to be here in this beautiful and serene campus. Thank you very much for inviting me. Now, when we are assembled here for such an auspicious occasion like the Convocation. Naturally, our thoughts go back into the purport of education. What is education? I do not want to give a definition of education here. But as you know, Nelson Mandela has said, education is the strongest weapon to make changes in society. Yes, that is why Gandhiji said, live as if you will die tomorrow, and learn as if you will live forever. Aristotle has said, the roots of education may be bitter, but the fruits will certainly be sweet. As you know, India is progressing through Atmanirbhar Bharat to a state of Viksit Bharat. What is our greatest weapon that we have to make changes in society? Nothing but education. Those who are stepping out of this institution, the degrees and PhDs, they are going to be the change agents of the future. I congratulate them for that. The Kothari Commission report begins with the momentous sentence, India's destiny is being shaped in her classrooms. Yes, India's best destiny is being shaped in her classrooms. What does education mean? Education, as Einstein said, education is what remains once one forgets what you learn in the classrooms. Education is what remains once one forgets what you learn in the classrooms. Now take a golden era of Indian history. The prince is routed in battle. He is fleeing the battlefield, distressed and distraught. They seek asylum in a widow's kitchen. The prince is accompanied by his master, the Guru. The Guru is also disappointed that they have been routed in battle. The Guru sees the woman, the widow. She is making bread. Suddenly, the Guru tells the prince, look at that lady. She is making bread. If you want to eat bread, you should eat from the side, from the periphery. If you bite at the center, you will burn your tongues. Taking a cue from this, the young prince goes back to the battlefield, fights the enemy, attacks the enemy from the rear, wins the battle, establishes an empire. Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya have become part of history. How did Chandragupta Maurya learn the art of warfare? He did not learn it from the Sandhest Academy. Chandragupta did not learn the art of warfare from the Indian Military Academy of the North Point. Chandragupta Maurya learned the art of warfare from the kitchen of a widow, the cottage kitchen of a widow. That is, education is what remains once you forget what you learned in the classrooms. A second instance, I come from Kerala. I come from Kottayam, where in my college, I had a student, a brilliant student. But he did not get any job, though he was first class, first rank for MA English Literature or BA English Literature. He did not get a good job. So naturally, as Keralites do in those days, he went to Mumbai for a job, he did not get it. He went to Kolkata for a job, he did not get it. Then he comes to Chennai. There also he does not get a job. There he finds the Great Eastern Circus is having camping there. So he went and requested the circus manager. I am a graduate with first class, first rank. Can I get a job here? The manager said, there is no job for you here. But you are such a bright student. Do one thing. You do some odd job here, we will give you enough for your food. So he joined the circus company. In the circus, there is a scene to see which thousands of people have come to the theater. The lion's cage is brought to the center stage. Then the chimpanzee's cage is brought. Slowly, the lion's cage is lifted. Slowly, the chimpanzee's cage is lifted. The chimpanzee is pushed into the lion's cage. The lion, with a roar, comes to catch the chimpanzee. The chimpanzee turns somersault to escape from the grip of the lion. To see this, thousands of people have come to the circus theater. That day, the chimpanzee died. If the scene is not there, the spectators will pull down the theater. So the manager asked this young man, my friend who joined there, can you put on the dress of the chimpanzee and be the chimpanzee for the day? He refused. He said, I got first class, first rank in BA, not to give myself to the lion to kill. Somehow they persuaded him, put on the clothes of the chimpanzee. The chimpanzee's cage was brought, lion's cage was brought. Slowly, 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 lion's cage was opened. Slowly, 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 the chimpanzee's cage was opened. The chimpanzee was pushed into the lion's cage. Lion with a deafening roar came to catch the chimpanzee, exasperated. The chimpanzee said, please don't kill me, I am a graduate. The lion said, don't worry, I am a postgraduate. So education is emancipation, education is empowerment, education is enrichment, but education should also lead to employment. That is the crux of it. That is why Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan in his Education Commission report said, Indian education is thrice removed from life. That should not be the case. Education should equip us to say the right thing, to do the right thing in the right time, in the right manner. Now, when we are confronted with a crisis, we are like Shakespeare's Hamlet, to be or not to be. To be or not to be, that is the question. Education should teach you what to say, when to say, what to do, when to do. That is the purport of education. And an educated person, particularly women's education. If you educate a man, you educate an individual. If you educate a woman, you educate a family, nay, a society, a nation. That is the importance of education of women. Yes, I see so many young women getting awards, degrees, and gold medals here. Do you know, in the Vedas we say, Yatra Naryastu Pujyante, Yatra Naryastu Pujyante, Ramande Tatra Devata. Where women are honored, there the gods rejoice. When I see young girls getting degrees and gold medals here, my heart is filled. Yes, India will be led by the women. This Nari Shakti is going to come. The Nari Shakti is going to lead us in, I come from Bengal now. There, we have a great place, Sundarbans. In the Sundarbans, there are tigers and tigers. Of course, there are tigers and tigers everywhere. The Royal Bengal tiger is only from Bengal. And we take delight in that. One day, during summer, the animals do not have enough water in the forest. There is only one lake. All the animals come to drink water there in the one single lake. That lake is infested with crocodiles. Now, during summer, a wild horse comes. It starts drinking water. Suddenly, a crocodile thinks, this can be my dinner tonight. Slowly, slowly, stealthily, the crocodile comes, catches hold of the leg of the wild horse, pulls it down, somersaults. That horse is dead. Then comes a bison. Slowly, steadily, stealthily, the crocodile goes behind the bison, gives it a big bite on its underbelly, turns somersault. The bison is also finished. Then comes a tigress, the Royal Bengal tigress. Stately, majestically she comes. Her two cubs are also with her. The tigress rests on the bank of the lake. The young cubs are playing on the mother. One crocodile thinks, I should have one of the cubs, tiger cubs, as my food tonight. Stealthily it comes to catch hold of one of the tiger cubs. The tigress senses something behind her back. She just raises her head. Seeing this, the crocodile goes 4 steps behind out of fright, but it still doesn't leave the place. The mother tigress, turns her head, looks sharply at the crocodile runs for its life. What does the tigress do? The tigress did not do anything. The tigress showed her inner strength. The tigress showed her inner strength. The women of Kerala have started showing their inner strength. The women of India have started showing their inner strength. Yatra naryasta pujyante ramante tatra devata. The women power has come in. That is the most beautiful thing I see in this convocation today. This is not only here. Women's power has been aroused in this nation. Nari Shakti has come out. I see before my eyes the women of India, the women of Kerala, rising from their sleep like a giant and shaking their invincible lock. Yes, education is power. Education is empowerment. Education is enlightenment. I don't want to take more of your time. I remember the Navaratnas in the court of എന്നോട് പലരും പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നതാണ് കേരളത്തിലേക്ക് പോകുന്നത് സൂക്ഷിച്ച് വേണം, വെള്ളം കുടിപ്പിക്കും, വെള്ളം കുടിപ്പിച്ചു. നമുക്കറിയാം, yes, I can go back to English. In the court of Vikramaditya, we had the Navaratnas. I learned in my younger days, Tannandari Shabanaha Amarasimha Sangu, Tannandari Shabanaha Amarasimha Sangu, Vedala Patta Kadakarpere Kalidasa, Kyado Varahamiguru Nrapatava Sabayam, Ratnani Vararuchi Tava Vikramasya. These are the 9 jewels, Navaratnas. Now, King Vikramaditya has become old. He is in his sick bed, deathbed. The courtiers and ministers say, this is time for the coronation of the young prince. But the emperor says, no. Let the prince go outside the palace, live with the people, learn something there. As for the learned king, university is people's university. He wanted the young prince to go and live with the people and learn from them. The prince lives for an year, learns many things from the common man, comes back and reports it to the courtiers and the ministers. The minister said, yes, he has learned everything that a prince has to learn. But the emperor said, no. Let him go to the forest. There is a hermit there. Let the prince learn something from the hermit. So the prince dutifully goes to the hermit. The hermit tells him, you go to the forest. Listen to the various sounds there. Report to me. The prince listens to so many sounds in the forest, which he has never heard in the palace. Thousands of sounds. He comes and reports to the hermit. The hermit still says, it is not enough. Go and listen with rapt attention. The prince goes, listens with rapt attention, and then he comes and reports to the hermit, I have heard some new sounds. What are those? I heard the sound of the daybreak. I heard the sound of the daybreak. I heard the sound of honey getting filled in the flower. Then the hermit said, now you are fit enough to be the king. Now you are fit enough to be the leader. Because a leader has to see what others do not see. A leader has to hear what others do not hear. You should be able to listen to the sound of silence. That is what education is expected to do for you. That is precisely what education should do. It is not rote learning. You know, and Einstein, once again coming back to Einstein, with the theory of relativity, Einstein became very famous. All universities want to invite Einstein to honor him and to hear his lecture. Now, Einstein has a problem. He's a little eccentric in the sense, he will travel only in his rickety old car, wherever it is. That car has been driven by his own driver. Once the Oxford University invited him to give a lecture on the theory of relativity. From Germany, Einstein came in his old car, driven by the old driver. On the roads of London, Einstein started doing backseat driving. Turn this, turn that way, turn this way. The driver said, please keep quiet. Please keep quiet. Don't do this backseat driving. Driving is not like your theory of relativity. Einstein said, oh, you mean to say your driving is more important than my theory of relativity? Driver said, on the streets of London, my driving is more important than your theory of relativity. Then Einstein said, okay, then I will drive. You speak on the theory of relativity. The driver said, yes. So Einstein gave the driver's seat and started driving. The driver is behind the rear seat. In this melee, they reached the gates of Oxford. The professors came. They thought the VIP will always be in the rear seat. So they opened the door, garlanded the driver thinking he is Einstein, and straight away took him on the platform. Then they said, now, great Einstein will speak to you on the theory of relativity, and called the driver. The driver gave an excellent speech on the theory of relativity because he heard Einstein giving the same speech in so many places. Excellent speech. Everybody was impressed. The professor of physics, he stood up and asked a question, a doubt, to the driver thinking that is Einstein. He said, sir, I have this doubt on quantum physics. I would like an answer. The driver heard it. He did not understand what to say. Suddenly he said, elementary, professor, elementary. Elementary, professor, elementary. This doubt, even a driver will be able to answer. And then he said, driver, please come and answer. Einstein came on the stage. So, I have given many convocation addresses, almost the same theme, though the words may be different. I do not want to repeat it here. I can only say, education is what remains once you forget what you learn in the classroom. The first thing which I did when I came to this campus is garlanding the statue of Vivekananda. And Vivekananda said, arise, arise, awake, and stop not till you reach your goal. And to the students who are here, I have an advice to give. You know, Lord Masefield said, advice is seldom welcome. Those who need it the most like it the least. So I do not want to give my own advice. I remember in my village school, there was a headmaster. He is in the habit of advising everybody. When he goes to the school, he sees a young man leaning against a two-storied building smoking cigarettes. So the headmaster thought, I will advise him and correct him. He went and asked the youth, how many cigarettes do you smoke a day? He said, sir, 60, 70 cigarettes a day. When did you start smoking? Sir, since the day I could hold a cigarette between my fingers, I started smoking. The headmaster calculated and told him, you see, with the money you spend on cigarettes, you could have brought this two-storied building. The young man asked the headmaster, sir, do you smoke? I don't smoke. Have you purchased this building? I have not purchased this building. Then last week I purchased this building. So, advice is seldom welcome. Those who need it the most, like it the least. Therefore, one final piece of advice which I could gather from my life. We had a friend called Ramchandra. He also did not get a job. Somebody told him, there is advertisement for the job of a railway signalman in Renugunda. Ramchandra applied for it, he went for the interview. Interview board's first question, Mr. Ramchandra, you applied for the job of a, say, railway signalman. Yes, sir. Suppose two trains, listen carefully, two trains are speeding in the opposite direction on the same line. What will you do as a signalman? Sir, I will stop both the trains using the automatic signal. Second question from the railway board, interview board. Suppose, Mr. Ramchandran, your automatic signal is not activated. What will you do? Then he said, sir, I will use the manual signal and stop the trains. Interview board. Suppose the manual signal has been destroyed in the lightning the previous night. What will you do? Then Ramcha knew the interview was also speeding in opposite direction like the train. Anyway, he said, sir, I will use the land phone and stop one of the trains in the level cross. Then the question, suppose the land phone is engaged. Then Ramcha said, sir, in that case, I will call Chotu Ram. Chotu Ram? Two trains are speeding in the opposite direction, the same line, and you are calling Chotu Ram. Who is Chotu Ram? Sir, Chotu Ram is my younger brother who is in the 3rd standard. Why call him? Because he has no train accident. Let him see this one. So do your best or else call Chotu Ram. As governor, I am calling Chotu Ram and escape you from many situations. Thank you very much for this. Now, what I said the other day, I am compelled to repeat it here. That is about the discomfiture which I had in a convocation. I started giving a convocation address. People clapped. I kept on and on and on, giving the same long speech. Now, this instance I shared with my friends yesterday in Ernakulam. I, in a gusto, at the end of my speech, told the students, we need educational reform, we need industrial reform, we need cultural reform, we need social reform. One student said from the audience, sir, you need some chloroform. Before I say that, I wish you the very best in life. Arise, awake, and stop not till you reach your goal. Thank you very much. Wish you the very best.
Sir, you have traveled us through your personal memories and the historical, literary, cultural, and educational richness of the country and the region in an anecdotal fashion. We are honored both by your august presence and words of wisdom. Let me now invite the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, Professor K.C. Baiju, to present a memento, a veena symbolizing Saraswati, the goddess of education, to the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, as a token of the CUK community's love, gratitude, and respect to our distinguished chief guest. The veena has been dexterously crafted with ritual sanctity by the venerable hands of the Mushari, a cherished artisan community hailing from Kunyamangalam in Kannur, North Kerala.
The Vice Chancellor will now graciously present to our Honorable Governor a captivating portrait of Subhash Chandra Bose, aesthetically sketched by Mrs. Paromita Bhattacharya, the wife of Dr. Indrashish Bhattacharya, the head Department of Zoology.
We have come to know that the Honorable Governor is announcing some awards for the CU Kerala community. We are eagerly looking forward to the same. The Governor ADC will announce the awards.
A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries on the dais, His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Registrar, and Controller of Examinations. First of all, heartiest congratulations to all the students who have been conferred their degrees today. And special congratulations for all the award winners, especially the gold medal winners. So I am here to make a very special announcement on behalf of His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal. Kind of a good news. So just now, His Excellency has decided to institute 4 awards for Central University of Kerala. So the categories are like, first category is the Governor's Award of Excellence for the Best Teacher. Second award category is Governor's Award of Excellence for the Best Student. And the third category goes to the Governor's Award of Excellence for the Best Non-Teaching Staff. So basically we have covered it all. No one is left behind. Fourth award is for the first Vice Chancellor of the Central University of Kerala. So now going more into this, the awards for the best student, best teacher and the best non-teaching staff, it will carry an amount of rupees 25,000, a citation and a plaque. And the award for the best, for the first Vice Chancellor of this university, it will carry an amount of 50,000, a citation and a plaque. These awards, a jury would be formed, which will be judging the candidates for the past 7 years, and subsequently, over a good or auspicious occasion, these awards would be bestowed upon the winners. Let us have a big round of applause for the future awardees. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We are both honored and humbled. May I now invite Dr. R. Jayaprakash, Controller of Examinations, Central University of Kerala, to propose the vote of thanks.
Very warm wishes to you all assembled here to witness the 7th Convocation of the Central University of Kerala. Most respected Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, Chancellor of the University, Professor K.C. Baijo, then the other distinguished invitees, the members of the University Court, Executive Council, Finance Committee, Academic Council, CUK Fraternity, media, dear students and parents. It is a great privilege and pleasure to stand here to deliver the vote of thanks to everyone coming and making this event significant and memorable one, including those attending in virtual mode. This occasion is special in many ways. It is special because 957 graduates have had their PhD, post-graduation, PG diploma, and undergraduate degrees conferred on them. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. The wheels have started rolling months in advance. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated, dedicated entire CUK fraternity, committee members, volunteers, campus development officer and his team, engineer section, examination section, finance section, academic section, administration section, security wing, etc. I would like to express our gratitude to the members of the University Court, Executive Council, Finance Committee, and Academic Council. We cannot thank everyone enough for their involvement. They have shown willingness and they have expressed to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zone. Allow me to begin by thanking our Chief Guest, Honorable Governor of Bangadesham, the land of Kali Mata, the land of Mata Sharada Devi, the land of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, the land of Swami Vivekananda, the land of Vishwaguru Rabindranath Tagore. Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose sir is the 22nd governor of the state. He is the man behind the Nirmiti Kendra, man behind Tourism Council and Habitat Alliance, the man who represented India in Council for Nuclear Research in Geneva, the man who represented International Fusion Energy Organization ITER, chairman of Atomic Energy Education Society. UN have selected his initiatives as global best practices. Government of India awarded him the National Habitat Award. His administrative innovations and transparency, which could redress the grievances of public and accelerate the development of rural backward areas. Lot of programs were introduced under his initiatives for the goodness of the downtrodden people of the country. With all assembled here, I express our most respectful and deep gratitude to the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose sir, for accepting our invitation to grace this day and delivering an enlightening and thought-provoking convocation address. Thank you, sir. We express our sincere thanks to the thanks to the Chancellor K.C. Baiju, Registrar M. Muralidharan Nambiar, organizing this convocation in a magnificent way. We are extremely thankful to Dr. C.M. Ravindran, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University of North Bengal, and Srimati Ravindran for the valuable presence during this occasion. We are extremely thankful to the ADC, to the Governor of West Bengal, Colonel Nikhil Kumar, and other staff members for their valuable presence and prompt coordination of the program. I express our sincere thanks to all deans of the school, HODs, teachers. They have given the student deep-rooted foundation in various fields of study and nurtured talents, stimulated to think more critically and act more compassionately. I express our sincere thanks to all print and electronic media for your valuable presence by giving wide coverage to our programs. Finally, I want to congratulate all the students who received their degrees in the 7th Convocation of the Central University of Kerala on this pleasant day. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Now, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, will record his remarks in the Visitor's Diary of the Central University of Kerala. I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to hand over the diary. Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. M. Muralidharan Nambiar, Registrar, Central University of Kerala, to declare, with the permission of the Honorable Chancellor, the closing of the 7th Convocation.
I hereby declare the 7th Convocation of the Central University of Kerala closed.
We have come to the end of the 7th Convocation ceremony of Central University of Kerala. Kindly rise for the national anthem. The national anthem will be played.
I request all to remain standing. The Honorable Governor and the other dignitaries on stage may now begin the return academic procession. The academic procession will now return in the reverse order. At the helm is the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, followed by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, members of the Court, the Executive Council, the Finance Committee, the Academic Council, the Dean Student Welfare, and Deans of various schools. At the helm of the return procession is the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, followed by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor K.C. Baiju. The Registrar, the members of the Court, the Executive Council, the Finance Committee, the Academic Council, Dean Student Welfare, and the Deans of various schools. Bringing up the rear is the Controller of Examinations, Central University of Kerala.
The Honorable Governor of West Bengal, accompanied by the other dignitaries, are now departing. The Central University of Kerala fraternity extends our deepest gratitude to the esteemed Governor of West Bengal, Dr. Ananda Bose IAS, for gracing us with his distinguished presence and blessings.
Thank you all. We'll now disperse for lunch. The students and parents will be served lunch at this venue. Lunch for the faculty and the non-teaching staff is arranged in the Sabarmati Hall. Kindly note for the attention of